Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about Ork lore. Their codex has just dropped over the weekend and there is a ton of new information, some fantastic stuff in there, and I want to talk about it. So let's jump in and let's get started. Now when it comes to 8th edition, the biggest thing that happened is there's a great rift across the galaxy now. It's split it in two, and the way the Orks view this is absolutely brilliant. This is the quote that's actually in the Ork Codex. It puts, "To the Greenskins, it was obvious that the Great Rift was in fact the leering gob of Gork, opening wide to swallow the stars. Admittedly, a number of renegades and demons and other creatures of chaos were issuing forth from the sprawling astronomical phenomenon, but the smartest orcs of each tribe were quick to point out Gork obviously did not want to swallow that sort of unnatural filth." So the orcs now view the Great Rift as something from Gork, the gob of Gork they call it, and from this big rift in the galaxy, loads of demons and chaos are coming out, and they view it as, you know, Gork has given them something else to fight now, something bigger and better to fight, so they're all happy. They're going in and they're smashing heads. This is why orcs are my favourite Xenos race. If I had to build an army outside of the Imperium, it would be orcs. For this reason, they don't know what's going on with Abaddon, they don't know about the pylons, Cadia or anything like that. All that's happened, so this Great Rift has happened, and they just see it as, you know, oh, it's Gork. Gork's giving us some new stuff to fight, and they love it. Now, on the subject of the Ork gods, now this is really new to me, unless this has been confirmed somewhere else. We actually have in text now that the Ork gods are causing havoc within the warp itself. This is what it's labelled as. Again, I'll put all the quotes and stuff on the screen if you want to read it along with me. The title is The Ork Gods. It says, "Now that Gork's grin has split the stars, the war cries of the Ork gods ring out louder and clearer. Visions of battle and carnage flash through the minds of every greenskin. Weird boys gibber and bellow with the voices of Gork and Mork, commanding their fellows to surge forth upon war after war and plunge the entire galaxy into anarchy. In the warp, the Ork gods lumber ever onwards along their metaphysical warpath, sweeping away tides of demons with every gleeful blow. They know that soon the veil will split asunder altogether, and then, at last, they will burst forth from the Immaterium to lead their entire race in an apocalyptic crusade known as the Great War." So how awesome is that? The Ork gods, Gork and Mork, they're coming. They are coming. They cannot wait to burst out, and when they do, everyone is dead. I don't even think the Imperium can stand against a full united Ork race. As much as I'm an Imperium fanboy, I don't think anything can go against the Orks once they're all united. But the good thing for us, there's so much infighting with the Orks because everyone wants to be the big boss. So for now, we're safe. My Primaris are also mentioned in this. How dare they? I actually got sick when I read this bit. So this title is called The Enticing Prize, and it says, "Mad Doc Grotznik leads a warband of pain boys, cyborgs, and especially modified killer cans in an attack upon an isolated strike cruiser of the Silver Templars chapter. He seizes a number of Primaris Space Marines alive, though what the deranged Ork intends to do with his captives is best not imagined." Now, if you don't know who the Silver Templars are, they are a brand new founding chapter. When all the Primaris got made, they were an Ultramarine successor called the Silver Templars. I actually thought they were going to be Rogo Dawn, Black Templars, Red Templars, White. We've got so many Templars when it comes to the Imperial Fist, but it seems that Gilliman wants a piece of this crusade. So the Silver Templar chapter, one of their strike cruisers basically got boarded, and a load of Primaris have basically been captured. How did this happen? As a Primaris, as an Imperium player, I'm just hanging my head in shame. This is a disaster so far. But it's just not the Imperium who get their asses handed to them by the Orks. The Necrons are also on the receiving end of some ass kicking, and this one is called Rude Awakening, and it states, "While attempting to loot an ancient treasure of a Necron tomb world, the death skulls of War-Zor trigger the planet's reanimation protocols. The Canotech constructs by thousands surrounded by the Greenskin invaders, but far from being intimidated, the Death Skulls are delighted. Scavenging and stealing at will, the Orks cobble together hordes of cyborgs and Morkanauts and ever more improbable super weapons while using hijacked Necron Dolment Gate to ferry in wave upon wave of reinforcements. By the time the Overlord Tanefek, the Magnificent, awakens to command his legions. He does so at the sight of a mob leering of mech boys standing over his sarcophagus. Evil gleams in their eyes, revving power tools in their hands. So basically, the orcs looted an entire Necron world. Oh my holy emperor, how much tech do these guys have on them now? Now, the next passage is called Vengeance for Rins World. And of course, if you don't know what happened with Rins World, it was Orcs, Crimson Fist. Crimson Fist nearly got wiped out. So much stuff to it. Go and read about it. It is amazing. And it says, rejuvenated by the great influx of Primaris battle brothers, the Crimson Fist declare a crusade of vengeance, good on you brothers, against the entire Orc race. Several wars are diverted by their warlords in hopes of a truly apocalyptic punch-up. So it looks like it's going to be round 2 with the Crimson Fists and the Orcs. So I'm hoping maybe this is a campaign in the future, because me, as a Dornian fanboy, I would love to jump in the ring and throw some punches at the Greenskin menace. Now, when it comes to Ghazghkull Thraka, sadly, he is not a Primarch. Well, some people didn't want him to be a Primarch. I want him to be a Primarch, but he's not a Primarch. Actually, Primarchs are not even mentioned in the Codex at all. They're mentioned, you know, obviously with the Beast and all that stuff, and I'm not going to go into that case no one's read the Beast of Rises series. But as of now, Ghazghkull is just simply Ghazghkull as before, but now he is stepped up a gear, and he is the biggest and the bestest there ever was, and he's leading the Great War. I'm not going to lie, I've actually sat down and read this codex today. I think it's been a fantastic read. If you're not an Orc player, just get this for the lore. There's some absolutely fantastic lore in here. It really, really is fun. Plus, if you are an Orc player, Orcs are really competitive now as well, but I'm not going to get into that because that's another video about rules and all that other kind of stuff. For now, this is me done for another video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you want any more information, if you've got any questions, post them below. I'll do my best to try and find it in the codex and answer your said questions. Thank you for watching. I shall see you all very, very soon. See you now, and bye-bye.